Hey everybody, welcome back to Hearthstone Arena Northernlion's Den. The Shaman deck that just won't die. We are up to 7-2. Just to recap, how did these beats go? 3-0, 4-2, and then 7-2. So, you know, the convenient thing about this is when we lose, we tend to lose in batches. And when we win, we tend to win in batches. But since we're only one loss away from losing this arena run forever, we can't really lose in a batch unless we completely fuck up our next arena run. So I should point out here, if we do end up losing game one, I will do deck drafting. Choose another class, buy into the arena again, and, you know, maybe even play one game, depending on how long the game goes on. But if we end up winning a couple, we could actually, you know, tap out in the arena here. I doubt it's going to happen, but if it does happen, that would be awesome. And, of course, I neglected to mention this. This is a weird one. Because I kind of like this, honestly. I'm going to stick with all of these. Totemic Might to make Flame Tongue Totem a little stronger. But, what was I going to say just a second ago? It was something of gross importance. But, yeah, I've neglected to mention this, but we did hit, the break-even point. So even if we lose right now, we will get at least 150 gold back, which is nice and beautiful. So I'm going to, actually coin into Cobalt Geomancer, and the reason I'm doing this is to just get something on the field right away. The spell power is not worth anything to us right away, but this is so that if he plays something on turn 2, I can at least sacrifice Cobalt Geomancer to counter it. What could his secret be? Noble Sacrifice, when you attack something, it actually summons like a 2/1 creature instead to serve as it'll soak up the aggro, essentially. What else could it be? Eye for an eye. When I attack him, I take the damage myself. I'm not going to use Flame Tongue Totem. I don't think that's worth it right now. Instead, we'll just summon a totem of our own. It is going to be Stoneclaw Totem, which I like a lot. And why don't we attack the Silverhand Recruit, even though I'm pretty sure this is going to get me killed in the process. Yep, that's got to be Noble Sacrifice. It summons a 2/1 Defender instead. Fair enough. So we'll do that and force him to do something here. On our next turn with 3 mana, we have Earthen Ring Farseer. And that's probably exactly what we will do. We could also, you know, Flame Tongue Totem and then actually... it's not worth it. I was thinking like we could use our Stoneclaw to kill some of these things, but what's the point, right? So, it's like, do we... this is a weird one. What we could do, actually, is Flame Tongue Totem, Totemic Might, and then our totems will actually live... This might be like a terrible play, but if we use Totemic Might now, we have a 2/3 and a 0/5. I don't know. This is a strange situation. But this way, at least I can use Stoneclaw Totem to clear out these Silverhand Recruits, and I'm definitely probably getting the value out of these then. So I've turned Stoneclaw Totem into kind of like a half-decent minion in and of itself. Next turn, 4 mana, unless we draw something that's a 4 mana or a 2 mana card that I can pair with the Totem, we'll use Earthen Ring Farseer, and we'll probably give that health to Stoneclaw Totem. But we'll see. I'm always wary about playing against Paladins ever since I had my own Paladin arena game where I did reasonably well. Dude's got a lot of cards. Consecration is crazy annoying. Alright, that's a good use of the silence there, probably. Consecration is crazy annoying. And also Holy Nova is crazy annoying. I can't remember if some of those are, priest cards, actually. I think Consecration's a paladin card. So, Lightning Storm. Kill everything on the board. What's the point, though? We don't have any damage of our own. But we won't anyway, so, you know, we might as well Lightning Storm, honestly, and get these guys taken out. Clear out the board just a little bit. It was actually an interesting move because it means next turn we have to use Earthen Ring Farseer because we're only going to have 3 mana. If I hadn't done that, I would have been able to play either Venture Company Mercenary or Earth Elemental on the next turn, but instead we're going to switch it up just a little bit, I guess. So, I mean, Earthen Ring Farseer will heal our Stoneclaw Totem up a little bit, so that's going to be a little bit more frustrating to kill. Weird game so far. This is not normal. Next turn, you can make a case for all of these cards next turn. Earth Elemental coming out is obviously exceptionally beneficial, but Argent Commander, in and of itself, is a great card as well. He's got 2 mana left. That frightens me. Ancient Watcher is really bad, but you could potentially get something out of it. Bloodlust is a weird card in this situation. I'm trying to think about how I would actually make this work. He's Divine Shield, so he can just kill this guy. But this guy is a meaningless card anyway. So I think... Why don't we use this and we'll destroy Dark Iron Dwarf. And since, this creature is only dangerous to me if it gets taunt, so I guess I'll just attack him directly like that. And then next turn we'll have 7 mana. And what I will probably do, but this depends on how he does on his turn, is I'll probably Bloodlust to get the value out of that. But we'll see. He's kind of in the driver's seat right now. I do feel like I'm in kind of a not-so-great position. Give a minion +4/+4. Shit. And taunt now? Oh, give it plus... So he's got like a 10/8 divine shielded creature out there. That's going to be hard to deal with. I could potentially use... we got to kill it. There's no way around that. We have to Bloodlust, but can we... It'll cost us, like, all of our creatures if we Bloodlust it. Well, I guess I might as well summon the totem first and then Bloodlust, but does that really help that much? Probably not, but maybe it's Stoneclaw. It's not Stoneclaw, but anyway. So we sacrifice you like this. And then we, sacrifice both of our other creatures. That's frustrating. But that was the only way to do it. I think. Maybe I didn't even have to do that. But I had to do that to allow Searing, or the other totem, to attack. I can't let this guy live if he's a 10-2, so that sucks pretty hard, but... Oh well, I would say that the enemy is definitely in the driver's seat right now. And the real question is, what do we do next? I think at some point, it depends what he plays, but we have to get Earth Elemental out there. It obviously incurs an overload penalty, but we play Earth Elemental and then a totem. He's got to deal with it somehow. That's one way, honestly. This stealth creature could cause me some serious problems, but we have to get it out, so... I don't know. It has to be a taunt. We have to have a taunt creature out there. So even though he can kill it on the next turn, maybe we'll be able to summon another taunt here. It might seem scary right now, but all is not actually lost. He's probably used a lot of his really good stuff to get me to this point. And to be quite honest, for all of the buffs that he threw at that 3/3 Divine Shielded creature, he only got me down to 20 health, which is not that low, although he does have 15 damage on the field right now. Wait, no. 14 damage on the field right now. And cards in his hand and 9 mana, so it's a dangerous place to be. How's he going to do it? He's going to trade his stealth creature, and then is he going to attack me directly and use the... What is this creature called? I've totally forgotten. It's like Shattered Sun Cleric. I was going to say Blood Sun. So Consecration will allow him to keep his stealth creature alive, I feel? No. Okay, it allowed him to get the... this is not necessarily good. This is a little rough. Was he going to attack his own creature there for a second to regain health? So, yes, he has command and control of the board, a weapon, and lots of extra health. But he can never take our freedom. This would be a 4/5 creature if I send it out, which would require 2 hits to kill. I kind of like doing this and maybe getting a taunt out there as well. Nope, Searing Totem. Do we live through this turn? 4/4/3. No, we actually die. Well played. There's nothing I could have done to stop that, I guess. Yeah, he's 4/4/3/4. Yeah, there's many ways that he can kill me here. Alright, so if he's just gonna play this out and be kind of a dick about it, we will concede, and that way we will be able to finish off our arena as quickly as possible, do another deck draw, and see what we actually got here. So that's gonna be the period on this arena run. Probably some misplays from me in there if I had to guess, but we are 7-3. That's diamond level arena. Only the second time I've ever managed to get to the break-even point for a 7 or for an arena run. So I'm pleased with that, and we should get at least 150 gold as well as a pack of cards. So let's see, 75, 70. There's a break-even right there. 5 arcane... so it's not the best arena run. 150 and then 55 arcane dust and a pack. But it's good enough, right? So we'll come back and we'll open up our pack of cards here and see what we've gotten. And it is going to be... obviously hoping for like legendaries or goldens, but instead we just got a rare. It's okay. I'm fine with that. It was free, which is something. So let's buy our way back into the arena, and hopefully we'll be able to play as a class that I'm a little bit more familiar with. I do have to mention at this point that I think the last 3 arenas have been like 6, 7, 7, so I'm very pleased with that. And we're going to play as a mage this time. I haven't played as a mage in arena on camera since the first time that I played. So this is a very important card here for us to take right off the bat. We take Cold Light Seer, and then we try to build a Murloc deck. I think this is a bad idea. I just don't think we can rely on getting Murloc cards. For 3 mana, a 2/3 is not good enough if the Battle Cry is worthless. River Crocolisk is 2 mana, it's basically the same. Bloodfen Raptor, Fairy Dragon, etc., etc. Acidic Swamp Ooze. Secret Keeper could be interesting. It's a 1 mana drop and it's a 1/2. Harder to kill on the first turn, I guess. Can't just be hit by a Rogue or a Mage or a Druid. And so I could build like a secret focus deck with this Mage. I like Gadgets and Auctioneer as well, though. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a card. Actually, I don't like any of these cards, but I kind of prefer Gadgets and Auctioneer out of all of them. Secret Keeper could have been interesting as well. I think we'll take Venture Company Mercenary out of those because I like that card a lot. Core Hound, I think, is bad. Young Dragonhawk, I think, is bad. 1 mana freeze or 1 mana for 4 damage is really good. The thing is, it's 1 mana freeze, because we're never going to have this character be frozen already unless we get very lucky with, like, a Frost Elemental or something. But Core Hound, I hate. 5 mana, or 5 health is just not good enough. Wind Fury will be killed, and otherwise it's only 2 damage per turn. Not that great. We'll take Ice Lance for the freeze. I do not like Silverback Patriarch anymore. Arcane Explosion is kind of useful. But River Crocolisk is a nice 2 mana card as well. I think I'm going to go with River Crocolisk, but I realize that the more spells we have, the better value we get out of Gadgets and Auctioneer. I will take spells at some point. Ancient Brewmaster. 4 mana card. Really good. Amani Berserker. Possibly you get the value out of it. As a mage, it's actually an interesting card as a mage because you can use your hero power and for 2 mana, give it +3 attack, which is a pretty nice value. But I think Ancient Brewmaster is a better card, especially if you have Battle Cries, and even by itself, 4 mana for a 5/4 is pretty good. This is a tough call. I like all these cards. Silverhand Knight is really nice. Mirror Entity can potentially be really useful if your opponent's not familiar with Mage Secrets. Then you can get a really good minion out of it. And Sorcerer's Apprentice is pretty good as well. But I think I'm going to go with Mirror Entity here. Just because it's fun, basically. Ice Barrier, I think, is really bad. Shadowed Sun Cleric, I think, is pretty good. But Ancient Brewmaster, I think, is better out of all of them. So we'll take Ancient Brewmaster. Fireball. Not a very difficult decision for me. Chillwind Yeti, super good card. Mana Worm, depends how our deck is set up. I think if we have a lot of spells, we can maybe make Mana Worm pretty scary in the very, very early game. But I think Chillwind Yeti is a safer choice. Stormpike Commando, it's okay. I don't really like it, though. He usually dies on the second, or like the first turn that he goes out, unless he's protected by taunts. And 2 damage for 5 mana is not that great. So, well, it's usually like 2 damage plus you kill whatever creature attacks him, unless it's big. But anyway, Chillwind Yeti, I think, is a much better card. Okay, so we have our choice of the legendary cards here. Archmage Antonidas. Whenever you cast a spell, put a fireball spell into your hand. Shit, yo, that is scary. Onyxia. Battlecry, summon 1/1 whelps until your side of the battlefield is full. And Lorewalker Cho, I've never actually seen this one. Whenever a player casts a spell, put a copy into the other player's hand. He'll be killed instantly. It's probably a really good card, but he'll be killed. So I think it's between Onyxia and Archmage Antonidas. And the reason I'm going to go with Onyxia is because 7, if we ignore the abilities, 7 mana for a 5/7 is not good. 9 mana for an 8/8 is okay. Plus you get the 1/1 whelps on your side of the battlefield. Not that those are particularly strong. But I'm assuming that both of these, well, particularly Archmage Antonidas, will be kind of targeted as soon as it comes onto the field, so it's unlikely, especially given its high mana cost, that I'd even be able to get 1 fireball of value out of it, whereas with Onyxia, I think it's a little bit better. So we're going to roll with that. It's a 9 mana card. It's expensive. Flame Strike is, in my opinion, more or less borderline essential for board control. Cone of Cold is pretty good. I think Mirror Image is pretty terrible. Cone of Cold, 3 freezes for 3 mana plus 3 damage is awesome. So I like that a lot. I do not really like Arcane Intellect, as I've mentioned a couple of times. I don't really like Tauren Warrior either, so we're going to go with Silverhand Knight, which I think is quite a good card. Now, I don't really like any of these either. Since I already have Ice Lance, a second Ice Lance is better value. Raid Leader was my other choice there. So we have our rare options here, and these are some of the worst rares that we could possibly get. Arguably, the worst rares in the game. Angry Chicken is probably useless for us because how am I going to buff it, right? Like, I have to find some way to give it extra health, otherwise the Enrage just doesn't work. How do we do it? I don't know. Wild Pyromancer, too wild, basically. 2 mana for a 3/2 that hurts me a lot as well is risky. So fuck, I guess we go Ancient Watcher, but it's so bad. Let's go Wild Pyromancer, and then at the very least, I could just sacrifice it. Maybe I could use it like a kind of a Knife Juggler. I don't know. I like all these cards, actually. I think Acidic Swamp Ooze is really good, but I'm going to take a second Flame Strike, even though my mana situation's not very good. Fairy Dragon is probably what I'm going to go with here, just because I love Cult Master as well, but Fairy Dragon is a low mana card, and we kind of need some of those right now. Let's take another Mirror Entity. Again, fill out kind of the early part of our deck. I honestly kind of feel like maybe we should take Stone Tusk Boar in this situation. It's not a good card, but if we manage to get it on the first turn, it's basically 1 mana for 1 damage, which is not great, but it's not horrible. Razorfen Hunter can be interesting, but I'm gonna go with Stone Tusk Boar, even though I think it's really bad. All right, another rare choice. Ancient Mage could be interesting, but I think we go with Kirin Mage in this situation. We used a Young Priestess last time. It worked out well sometimes, but being able to play Secrets for 0 could potentially be useful. Ancient Mage also could potentially be useful, but I'm going to go with 2/5 for 4 mana is not good enough. 3 for 4/3 in the battle. Yeah, sure. Let's just play a free Secret. Are Secrets more valuable now? Maybe, but Mirror Image is still bad, so I'm going to take Sorcerer's Apprentice. Still bad in my opinion, I guess I should say. Let's take another Chillwind Yeti. I like Flesh-Eating Ghoul as well, but it'll probably be a little less survivable. We might want to get Arcane Intellect for some card draw, but So, Water Elemental is a 4 mana, 3 attack, 6 health card without the battle cry. Frost Elemental has the battle cry. So I kind of like this more than the other ones. We already have 1 Stone Tusk Boar. I definitely do not feel comfortable taking 2 of those. Now, this is a situation where 9 times out of 10, well, I guess this doesn't make any sense because Sorcerer's Apprentice is a mage-only card, but let's replace Sorcerer's Apprentice with something else, like a Bloodfen Raptor. 9 times out of 10, I take Bloodfen Raptor, but I'm taking Gurubashi Berserker because the mage's hero power allows you to attack it and then give it +3 attack. 2 mana for 3 attack. Pretty good deal. It would be nice to have some 6 mana cards to kind of fill it out here. Darkscale Healer. Don't particularly like it that much. 5 mana for a 4/5. It's like a worse Chillwind Yeti, except it's got a battle cry. Let's take Sorcerer. Do we have 2 Sorcerers? We only have 1. Okay, let's take the second Sorcerer's Apprentice. I like those 2 mana 3/2 cards. This is a tough choice. I can't take Flame Strike as much as I like it, just because I feel like I have too many high mana cards. We have a 9 and 2 7s. And we only have a few cards left in the deck. Shadowed Sun Cleric's good-ish. Ogre Magi. Fairly good. Let's take Ogre Magi. Maybe we'll get another chance to take a high mana card after I fill all these out. Magma Rager is pretty terrible against Rogue, Druid, and Mage because of the hero power. So it's like, well, we're debating these 2 cards. We want Darkscale Healer or Frostwolf Warlord. I think Frostwolf Warlord is better. If we have 2 minions out on the field, then it becomes a 6/6, which is probably better than getting 2 health to all friendly characters, because there's situations where this just won't work for us because all of our minions will be full health. I think here we would probably take another Fireball. Almost can't have too many of those in my opinion. We have like no taunts, so 6 mana taunt is a good choice I feel here. I feel like Kirin Mage is still what we want, so I'll take that. And that's going to do it. Shit, man. Oh, I don't know about this deck. It looks like a hand that's just giving me the middle finger here, but I really like playing as a mage, and I hope that we'll be able to make some good stuff happen here. Maybe some decisions where it could have gone better in the deck drafting, but it's going to be interesting. Not having any taunts means our minions are going to be very vulnerable, but, you know, we have 2 Flame Strikes, 2 Fireballs, 2 Cones of Cold, 2 Ice Lances, 2 Mirror Entities. We could potentially get some pretty decent board control. Long time since I played against a Warlock. This will probably be the last run that we'll do over the course of this episode, because the deck drafting took kind of a while, but that's okay. So, 5/4, 5/4. I think we keep Chillwind Yeti, just because it's such a good value 4 mana card, and we can play it on our 3rd turn. Let's draw something earlier in the deck, please. River Crocolisk is good enough. Wild Pyromancer is a strange choice that frightens me greatly. I hate Voidwalkers so fucking much. It's the only, like, the only 1 mana drop that I really like. That's probably not true. But it's Warlock exclusive, and the fact that it has 3 health makes it, like, so impossible to kill right off the bat. We're not going to coin this turn. No, we're not going to. Maybe we coin River Crocolisk. Fuck it. Let's get something out on the field. At least we can kill, if we do this, we can kill Voidwalker next turn with Hero Power River Crocolisk. And we can't do anything else except summon Wild Pyromancer. For the record, Wild Pyromancer's effect won't actually work with Hero Power, so that's okay. So he's going to make a smart decision and attack me directly. Gurubashi Berserker is fine by me. And we have a fairly set turn order, I feel, for how things should go here. I fucking hate Voidwalker, man. I'm glad it's gone right off the bat. Otherwise, he can get creatures out on the field, snowball pretty quickly. And as of right now, you know, he's got a card advantage, as Warlocks often do, but health-wise, we're pretty similar. I have a creature out on the field. Silverback Patriarch is, in my opinion, a pretty not great card. And what we will do here, you know, we could Wild Pyromancer Ice Lance. Is Ice Lance? I don't think Ice Lance is worth it here. But what I will summon the Wild Pyromancer, and the reason I'm going to do that is to mostly just have a creature on the field, because he could, if he wanted to, choose to kill River Crocodilus next turn. We'll have 4 mana next turn, and that will probably be Chillwind Yeti, because it's just so good. If he's able to kill this creature this turn, we've got maybe some issues, but I'm happy with the way things are going so far. Warlock's always a tricky place. Summoning Portal's such a good card. The fact that he didn't manage to, yeah, this is weird. Let me think about this. The fact that he didn't manage to summon anything with the Summoning Portal is really bad for him. Because on this turn, I can Ice Lance, freeze him for 1 damage. Oh, it doesn't do 1 damage. I'm thinking of the Silence card. I have no good battle cries, right? So he's probably going to get 1 good turn. No, he's not. Okay, we sacrifice this for this. We could cast a spell. Oh, this, you know what? The spell would have done 1 damage, but that's okay. This is fine, too. And we'll do this. And then we'll... Ice Lance will kill him, and I'll still have 3 mana left to use like a mere entity. I think that's what we do. It'll hurt ourselves, too. But that's fine. So that'll kill him. Not just freeze him, but kill him because of Wild Pyromancer. And then we'll be able to at least play a secret. And we'll get some minion out of that. The other thing that I was... oh, no! I forgot. Secrets count as spells. I should have at least attacked with Wild Pyromancer then. Alright, well, you'll never make that mistake again. I got so fucking lucky with that Mere Entity. The Blood Imp is like the most frustrating card in the goddamn game because it gives you +1 health to all other minions. But my ability to now have that on my side is fucking awesome. So, many options here, obviously. Sorcerer's Apprentice is not a good one. Gurubashi Berserker is a great one, I feel. 5 mana, we summon it. Chillwind Yeti, also really good. But we'll be able to do some crazy damage here. This is going to be a 2/8 creature. He's going to have to work very hard to kill it, and if I just attack it myself, it becomes a 5/8 creature. If he attacks it and dies, it becomes, you know, maybe like an 8/4 creature or something like that. In any case, what I'm getting at is that this guy is going to be a nightmare to deal with, and if he gets very low, I could Ancient Brewmaster pull him back, but I might not. Dollar on Mage is a little scary in this situation. I'm mostly scared that he has so many creatures on the field. A Flame Strike draw at this point would be very welcome. That could neutralize me, drain life. It doesn't do enough, though. Oh, now it does with Soulfire. I can't believe Soulfire is a 0 mana, deal 5 damage card, but he's tapped out of cards now. That's very nice for me. He doesn't have very much damage on the field. He's going to get more, obviously. Gadgets and Auctioneer, I can't get too much value out of it right away. But he has like 1/1/1/1/1. The spell power is annoying, but he's going to have to life tap the shit out of himself. I think we play Chillwind Yeti, force him to kill me. And obviously I would love to kill the Blood Imp if possible, but I can't. And I would love to kill anything this turn, but I can't. I can't even attack, in fact. But I might as well Hero Power. So if I'm going to Hero Power, why don't we Hero Power one of the Imps so I can kill it next turn, although it'll just summon more, so it doesn't hurt. Why don't we Hero Power this guy so he summons less imps. We also could have hit Dollar on Mage so that Chillwind Yeti could have killed him next turn, but anyway, end turn. And we'll see what he's doing here. He's probably gonna have to life tap. I wouldn't be surprised. It's not going fantastically for me so far. Flesh-Eating Ghoul is a scary one, but I can kill it with Chillwind Yeti, assuming he doesn't kill me this turn. And I've got to kill it with Chillwind Yeti, basically. Again, Flame Strike, like a top deck Flame Strike right now, would put me in an incredible situation. It would knock out his Blood Imp, mine would still be alive. Yeah, you can't attack the Blood Imp, man. If you didn't want the Blood Imp situation, you shouldn't have summoned it. So he's going to make Flesh-Eating Ghoul crazy strong. The question is, does he have the ability to like cast a charge on him? And the answer is probably not. So I can just sacrifice Chillwind Yeti for Flesh-Eating Ghoul this turn. And I think it's okay. That's not Flame Strike. Kirin Tor Mage is not necessarily the best play here. What is the best play? That's a good question. Okay, well, there's no debate. This has to happen. I have to kill Flesh-Eating Ghoul, or it'll get too strong as time goes on. So, that's exactly what we'll do. Now, I believe I cannot target this. Can't be targeted, right? Yeah. Okay, so my hero power will not work. I just wanted to verify that. You know, honestly, 3 mana for a 4/3 is pretty good, even if we don't get the value of the Battle Cry. And we can always bring it back and then use it with Ancient Brewmaster. So I think we summon, like, Water Elemental here. And why not Kirin Tor Mage as well? Sorcerer's Apprentice could be good if we ever manage to get it put down. This is a very weird game so far. It seems like there's been serious swings in board control, but he's at 28 health and I'm at 26 health. So he used another Blood Imp and a Taunt, which is incredibly annoying. But if I could just get a gosh darn Flame Strike, of which I have 2, that would be great. A Fireball would allow me to take out that Taunt pretty easily and be able to do some damage myself. He's got 2 Blood Imps out there? Oh, that's frustrating now. Is that all he's going to do this turn? He's probably going to summon another imp. And, you know, I love having the field full of all these shitty imps because I don't take that much damage. And if I get a Flame Strike, I clear out everybody on the enemy team. More or less. And then good things happen. I believe the words you're looking for here, Slayton, are jobs done. Yep, there we go. Now, those 1/3 imps annoying. That is not a Flame Strike. In fact, I'm not sure there's anything we can really do with that would... make my life better. I can absolutely kill the Taunt creature on this turn. It would cost me a creature of my own. Sorcerer's Apprentice doesn't do too much for me. I'm trying to think about this. What if we do like, okay, we're gonna lose the booty, or we're gonna lose the Kirin Tor Mage. There's almost no way around that I can see. I think we attack like this, deal the 3 damage, and then we sacrifice. And then we do something like this, and we pull back the Water Elemental so that we can play it again. That's a 3 mana card? Or 4 mana card? 4 mana card. So we can play it again immediately if we want to. Basically just a way of kind of healing this creature up. What else could we do? We could Fireball something, but nothing's going to die. We could Fireball this Imp Master and get it done. I think it's better to get the Water Element. You know what? The Sorcerer's Apprentice does the same amount of damage. It just has less health. So let's try it this way. This is a game that's forcing me to think in kind of unusual terms. I can get some card draw on the next turn. If I get cheap spells, Cone of Cold, for example, would be nice. But I can play like Gadgets and Auctioneer, then Cone of Cold will be really cheap. That 4/9 creature is really annoying. What a weird, like, attrition deck that he's got going on here. I kind of like the strategy that he's using, and it's totally possible I'm making misplays myself. So he's going to sacrifice a number of imps, it seems, and then maybe hurt me with his Dalaran Mage just to kill Sorcerer's Apprentice. Is it worth it? Yeah, maybe. Demolisher's annoying, but I could possibly kill it before the next turn, although that seems to be wishful thinking given the card draw that I've gotten so far. He's going to kill himself and summon one last 1/3 imp. And he's got more damage on the field now. There were other things he could have attacked me with there, right? I find it hard to believe that there's not. Okay, well, I think an easy play here first is we got to get the Demolisher off the board. So we'll just go like 5, like this, and then kill it. And then why don't we try to get like maximum benefit out of Frostwolf Warlord? And the way that we do that is by playing Stone Tusk Boar, and then Frostwolf Warlord, and it'll be like 7/8. Yeah, that's pretty good. The Blood Imp gives it the extra +1. And then we'll just attack him directly, and we'll force him to attack me. So I don't know. A Flame Strike might win me the game at this point, but you have to draw one in order for that to happen. Other than that, a Fireball that allows me to somehow kill that weird Archmage. Yeah, I thought there was like a prefix or something associated with him, but no. And it seems like we've been doing a lot of hitting back and forth, but he's at 25 health and I'm at 22 health. So this is one of those games where I feel like as soon as board control slips away, you're going to die in 2 turns. But if you manage to survive until their board control slips away, maybe your life becomes a lot better. So I'm happy to lose. I know the feeling. He's like, I gotta kill that Blood Imp somehow, but you can't do it. That's why Blood Imp's crazy annoying. And we have a lot of spells in our hand, but I can't use them. My ideal right now would be like Destroy a demon, restore 5 health to your hero. I don't know if I really like that at this point, honestly. But whatever. Onyxia. Yeah, this is probably like a really good time for that card to show up. I'm just trying to think about what we do after that. Well, let's cross that bridge when we come to it. So this is going to be an 8-9 creature and a bunch of 1-2 creatures. So how quickly the tables can turn. We will destroy the Archmage and then basically force him to make the decisions. And now, like, 2 Cones of Cold would be so fucking useful. I feel like I've got board control back, but maybe he has something that I don't know. And he'll be able to pull it back again. But Onyxia was a decent card draw there from the top deck. I still can't really deal with the Blood Imps until I get Cone of Cold or Flame Strike. Either of which would really be welcomed right now. I really thought this would be kind of a faster moving deck than it actually is. Best laid plans of Mice and Men, I suppose. If he doesn't attack my Frostwolf Warlord, I can kill that taunt in 1 turn unless he buffs it right now. What's he going to do with this guy? Oh, so he's going to give this guy +4/+4, and then it'll die. Is he using that to kill Frostwolf Warlord? Kind of a weird choice. He's running out of options here is the problem, because if I, you know, attack that taunt with Onyxia, I live for sure. Is there a way to make it easier? Not really. So let's just do it this way. I only take 3 damage out of that, which is fine. And then we'll figure out what we want to summon for the end of this. It's almost tedious, actually, to drag all of these guys up here, but the board control is definitely working out in my favor. I think we send out Water Elemental so we can get the freeze, and then we actually can't send out anything else. Why would I attack with Blood Imp? That's stupid. That actually was crazy dumb. I almost want to just, like, kill my own Blood Imp and then summon Ogre Magi. It's a cutesy play, which I don't normally like, but that was really stupid of me to attack with Blood Imp. It's just because I got Tunnel Vision and I thought that all these guys were, like, exactly the same. So now, you know, he could sacrifice his own Blood Imps to kill off my the Whelps, but I think that would be a poor decision for him. I'm still waiting on some of these, like... Ooh, that's a pretty nice card. after my Battle Cry fails. That seems like you maybe placed it in the wrong area, but I'm just thinking about how to deal with this. 2 mana, hit it, goes down to 7. Okay, let's try this. Unfortunately, I can get some value out of this. So we kill this. Oh, we have to kill the taunt. Okay, watch this. Hero power. Attack. Sacrifice both of these minions. Like that. Then we attack. I almost want to hit the hero directly. Why don't we hit the hero directly? Like this. And then we play Ancient Brewmaster, and we bring Onyxia back to our hand, and then we get the Battle Cry out of it next turn as well. So, there's no question I've made misplays here. Especially, like, by getting rid of that Blood Imp. That caused a lot of problems for me. Because it allowed all of those Whelps in the field to die, but I will get a chance to play it again, so that's okay. And now he's throwing everything he's got here. So really, a Flame Strike here, if there is a benevolent god in the universe, would be so beautiful. Fireball. That's not quite it, honestly. But I can get card draw. Is he going to be able to kill me next turn? 1, 2, so it's 3, 7, plus, that's 10, 12. If not, I'll be able to kill him next turn for sure. So, I think we do it this way. Can he get 7 damage somehow? Moreover, is there a creature that I could just kill and stop him from getting very much? I don't think so. So I'm going to do it this way. So this is guaranteed, unless he heals himself, he will lose next turn. Or if he kills me. So he has 2 options. Completely destroy my hero, or heal himself. And if he can't do that, Fireball plus Hero Power will kill him, or the sum of the damage that I have on the field for sure. So I hope to God, for his sake, he finds a way to kill me. Otherwise, he is about to be in dead place. But this is a good match here. That tells me that he probably didn't get the card that he wanted, but the fact that he can life tap at least gives him one more chance. It's not like it put him in a more dire situation. At all, really, unless I didn't do the math properly. Well played, yeah, unless he's going to buff the shit out of me. Deal 2 damage to a minion. Okay. Well, it's well played either way, even if he ends up beating me. Like, congratulations. So he's going to sacrifice his Blood Imps, which is going to make it, well, it's going to make it possible for him to kill Onyxia, I guess. But apart from that, that's going to be the end of it. And I still didn't get a Flame Strike all match, but well played nonetheless. All right, good game. A very long game to finish us off there. But of course, as always, thanks for watching. We're going to go 1-0 with this mage deck. Whether we deserve to or not is a very interesting question. Good thing I took on Onyxia. I did end up saving my life there. But as always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure to click the like button. It helps me out a lot. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more daily Hearthstone videos. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time.